and I'll be interested
Wow.
to know about Saltburn because I got a feeling. I don't know. I had a feeling in your
Yep.
mind that you perhaps didn't like it as much as I did. So
Oh
I'll
no,
be
no.
interested.
Okay. So okay. I'll say Saltburn. So obviously, Sean previously reviewed Saltburn, and I saw it over cinema over the because all of a sudden it showed up on Prime Video. It's just on Prime Video, like just before Christmas, and it was like kind of Saltburn, and I wanted to watch it, but because of my newly found parental status, I I couldn't make it to the cinema to see that because it's Emerald Fennell. I think that she does quite interesting stuff and everything because she did Promising Young Woman and all that, and I wanted to see this film and I liked it. I actually
Oh,
I
oh
quite like.
wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I
good,
thought
good, good.
I think it is a good film. It's a good film. There are four scenes. There are four scenes in this film that I could barely watch. That you had to go, no, you're not doing that. No, oh my
Oh,
god.
right. Okay.
Ah!
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have your hands. You have your hands. Pretty much have my hands over my eyes, and I was looking like through my fingers, going, "What is it over yet? No, no. Oh my god, he's still going." And it's and these scenes have like for instance, let's put it this way. You know the song "Murder on the Dance Floor" by Sophie
Dance
Alex
floor.
Bextor.
You dirty
That is back in the chart. It made it into the
DJ.
top 10
Yeah.
because of this film because it's
Yeah.
used. It
That's
is used in
uh,
one of those scenes.
yeah. Yeah. I know the scenes you're talking about.
It's used in one of those scenes in this film. But
She was on the radio as well talking about it,
yeah,
saying always brought
exactly.
her
I mean,
right back. You know.
yeah, talking about the power of TV or film or anything like that. Like all of a sudden, you have all these people who, and it is weird to say this, all these people who were not born when that song came
Song came out.
out,
Yeah.
who are kind of like, what song is that? And I've been Shazamming it and Spotifying it and everything like that because it shows up in this film. And the thing with this film that gets me is because there's a bit where the film switches, and it kind of like, hang on a second, but you were just like this. All of a sudden, you're like this, and it starts off looking like a satire of the class struggle between, like the haves and the have-nots and everything like that. But then as it goes on, there's other sort of like almost thrillery elements that come into it and all that. And if you are going to this film expecting a satire of class in the UK, this film does not work like that. But and this is what I've decided, if you accept that Emerald Fennell, what she does is make pulpy nonsense. This is excellent because this is an excellent pulpy nonsense thing where because there's things towards the end of the film you're like, hang on a second, but that doesn't make any sense. How does that work? Why would you do that? How stupid are the rest of you that you just let this guy keep doing this?
Yeah.
And when the film ends, you're like, what? But once you accept that this is actually pulpy nonsense and it's not a satire, it's pulpy nonsense that has hints of satire of class things in there. Great film. If you're expecting like a satire that tells you about the haves and have nots and why this is good and why that is bad, you're gonna walk around going, "Oh, for goodness sake, I thought it went totally ridiculous towards the end." And I've come to the point of view that no, the ridiculousness was always the point. That's where it was
Not a,
always.
not another Brideshead.
It's yeah, it's not another Brideshead. It's not anything like that. I think this film owes a massive debt to the novels of a the thing is, I feel like if I say the novels that I feel this film owes a massive debt to, I feel like it just spoils the entire film.
Right. Okay.
I think it spoils the entire film, that but it's by a female author with the initials PH, and this film owes a massive debt because I was watching this thing going, hang on a second, I think I've never read that book, but isn't this the exact same plot of that book? Like what happens in this film and where it goes, and that I think quite early on I see exactly what's going on. I see what's going on. I knew what's going to go and who's going to do what was going to happen, and everything like that. And the fact that none of the other characters see it or anything like that, I'm just like, okay, no, this film is supposed to be pulpy nonsense. It's supposed to be pulpy nonsense. Just the way in is this sort of like it seems like a satire, but it isn't really that. It's supposed to be. It's like a book you buy on a plane and then you throw away. And I think,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think with the class thing though, I think the dinner party thing where they've got the is it Helen Bonham Carter? Is it Helen?
no,
No,
it's Rosamund
not
Pike.
Rosamund. No, no, not Rosamund Pike. The other one, the other girl that sort
Oh,
of.
Carrie Mulligan.
Oh yeah, you
The,
can stay, Carrie Mulligan. You can
Yeah,
stay as long as you want. You
the
can stay
one,
as
the
little
character
thing. You know,
that only gets referred to by the name, oh, poor dear Pamela, and
poor
throughout
dear
the
Bam.
film, her name is just, I think in the credits, she's referred to as poor dear Pamela.
Yeah.
And nobody ever calls her Pamela. They always call her poor dear Pamela throughout the entire film. So yeah, I think that there is some satire in there. It's very, very well observed. The performances are great across the board.
Oh, good.
But
I'm pleased you liked it.
yeah, no, I did like it, but it's just, it was, if you, but you have to accept it's a lurid thriller. It's pulpy nonsense, and once you accept that, it is fun. If you think, oh no, this is supposed to be like, a drama that talks about, forget that nonsense. It's not supposed to be a drama that talks about all that kind of stuff. It's not supposed to be that. I have decided that's not the point of this whole thing. And the 4 scenes, and Sean, I can talk in length about that, but I think like those 4 scenes are almost kind of like the linchpins of the film. Some of them are very, very spoilerific, but I'll just say one of them involves soil, one of them involves bathwater, one of them involves dancing, and one of them involves, I don't even know if I can say it.
On the dance floor.
Yeah. One of them involves. I'll put it like one of them involves vampirism.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of them involves vampirism. That's what I will put it that way. I'll put it that way because that I think I can say without spoiling anything. But those scenes are just kind of like, what the hell is this going on? I thought I was watching Brideshead Revisited. So yeah. Well, I thought Saltburn was good.
What do you think Sharon would make of it? That's because I'd be interested in that.
Ooh.
I know. That's what I mean. I'd be intrigued because I think it could go one way or the other.
Okay,
I'm now going to watch it this evening. By the way.
Yeah. No. Sharon, I think that you will notice the literary things I'm alluding to. You will notice because I don't even think it's hidden. I think it's very much like this. This takes from a well-known book, and I think that there's going to be some bits where you're going to have to watch it through your hands, like I did. And I think that if we hadn't spoken about it and you had gone to watch this thing, there's some scenes where you might have left the cinema. So,
I haven't read any spoilers about it, but I have inferred by what I have not read that there's probably things that would probably send my winsometer into the red.
They would 100% do that. They would run. Red. That's actually a good. That's a good color for it. Yeah, like sorry, we're so in red. But the thing is, there are some, and I would say if you watch it because it's on Prime Video now, it's one of these weird things where it's on Prime Video at the exact same time as it's still in cinemas. So there's still cinemas, local cinemas. I can go and watch it now, but it's. So I would say when you reach any of those scenes, try and power through them or skip forward a little bit because. There's other stuff in the film that is kind of interesting, but yeah, there are going to be scenes that are just going to make you go, "What the hell? What the actual hell am I watching?" So, and the other thing final thing I'll say about this film is that I think it was entirely missold. I think that all of the advertising totally missells the film. Like I think there's a tagline on the poster that says, "And we were all slowly losing our minds," and I'm like, that has nothing to do with the film. It's absolutely nothing to do with the film. So I feel like the people, when they made the film, the marketing department watched the film and went, "We have no idea how to sell this." We have no idea. But I do think it is actually one of the films of the year, if for no other reason because of all the chat that it has been garnering and getting everybody to talk about it, and for getting Sophie Alex Bextor back in the top 10.
Back in the charts, yeah.
So, all right, cool. I think I'm going to stop there.